Hello again. Reasons why some of you might not like the Wully stories. Reason number one, they're too long. I've been told that some folks nowadays have attention spans that are shorter than that of a turnip, which, as I'm sure you know, is not the most intelligent or quick-witted of vegetables. So that's a problem. I've also been told by some of my fans, I do have fans, you know, that the stories are too short, that they start reading slower and slower as they get to the end because they don't want it to finish. It's that good. But they're probably just being nice to me. You would probably think that they're too long. I mean, not everybody wants 400 or 500 pages of magic, mystery and adventure. Reasons why some of you won't like the Wully stories. Reason number two. The main character, and the really smart people among you may have figured out that that main character is Wully, is too scruffy, rude and bad-tempered. Well, I can't disagree with you there, but I won't apologise. I mean, Wully can't change his behaviour after several thousand years. Besides, it's your own fault for starting to read the stories. I mean, I put it on the back of every book. A scruffy, rude, bad-tempered mystery adventure. What were you expecting? A book about how to make origami flower arrangements using pretty pink tissue paper. Reasons why some of you won't like the Wully stories. Reason number three. The plots are too complicated. Well, that's true. Not everyone likes to be taken to exotic places all over the world, to meet evil bad guys and get sucked into impossibly difficult situations. Not everyone is smart enough to keep up with the plot twists. So the Wully stories are probably not for you. You'd probably prefer a story where the main character is as dull as a turnip, stays in one place, and learns how to make pretty origami flower arrangements. Come to think of it, that's not a bad idea for a new plot. Reasons why some of you won't like the Wully stories. Reason number four. The children are too nice. That sounds like something that Marie-Claire Blancmange, the French gang leader, would say. Well, yes and no. Some of the children, like Finlay and Hadley, are nice. They're also smart, brave, courageous and kind, but not so kind and nice as to be nauseating. Luckily, there are also several obnoxious children in these stories. I mean, nobody would say that Alex Drivelson, the school bully, was nice, and Tiffany Kisselbutt, the teacher's pet and leader of the popular girls, is certainly not nice. And yes, her name is Kisselbutt. You can see why she's the teacher's pet. Reasons why some of you won't like the Wully stories. Reason number five. The grown-ups are all too mean. Well, that's not true. Some of the grown-ups are nice. A few of them. But lots of the grown-ups are mean and snooty and patronising and cruel. Luckily, they're also arrogant and stupid. And none of them are a match for Wully. But you'd probably prefer a story where a really nice grown-up helps a kind but rather dull turnip learn how to make pretty origami flower arrangements. Reason number six. There are too many weird words. Well, that's true, but these will increase your vocabulary so that all your friends will start calling you a right wee smarty pants. There are some big English words like surrealistic pronouncements, some Latin words that are impossible to understand, some Gaelic words that are impossible to spell, and some marvellous old Scottish words which are great to say out loud. You can start calling your best friend a ramstugerous tatterwallop and see how they like that. But if you don't like words, you won't like the Wally stories. Cheerio for now. Reason number 7. There are too many weird accents. What can I say? I like weird accents. I mean, I've got one myself. So, one of the bad guys is a French snob. Another is a bumbling, incompetent Dutchman. There are obnoxious Scotsmen, Englishmen, Spaniards, Americans. So, if you like pretending to sound like someone else, you can read the stories out loud and try on the accents. And since all of the Wally books are available as audiobooks read by me, you can hear me attempting in my own inept way to try on weird accents. Reason number 8. There's too much weird food. Well, I'm trying to educate you here. I mean, there's more to life than peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. My favourite sandwich is peanut butter, Marmite and cheese. Not only is it delicious and gives you really bad breath, dogs love it. In fact, you could say that a squashed peanut butter, Marmite and cheese sandwich saved Finlay and Hadley's life in book 1. And there's food that's way weirder than that. You should try a full Scottish breakfast sometime. You can read about that in book 1 on page 181. Delicious. Reason number 9. They're too heavy. Well, the only way I could make them lighter would be to print them on paper-thin pink tissue paper. And as you know, I need all of that to help the turnip with his origami flower arrangements. The only other way I could make them lighter would be to print the words really small, like in maybe font 1 or even font 1/2, to cram all the words together without any spaces, or maybe just print every other word. So if you'd like that version of the Wally stories, just write to me and I'll see if the publishers would make you a special light edition. Reason number 10. There's too much disgusting stuff talked about in these books. What can I tell you? Life is hard and can be pretty disgusting. I mean, we'd all prefer it if life was nothing but pretty pink tissue paper and origami flower arrangements. I know. But there has to be room for smelly school bathrooms and cow dung, which, as you know, can be dried and smoked in a pipe. Condor vomit and decaying dead sheep. But if you'd prefer not to read about being covered in condor vomit, then you definitely should not read book 3 in the Wally series. Reason number 11. Things get so diabolically awful for the heroes that there's clearly no way they're going to win in the end. And the further you read, the worse things get. So you might as well just give up now and go back to your origami flower arrangement lists. Although I have to tell you, I do like happy endings. So if you've got the stomach for it, you might want to keep reading just in case things don't keep getting worse. Although they probably will. Reason number 12. There's too many weird names. Well, I like weird names. I mean, I've got one myself. Did you know that Mick or Mac means son of? So my name, McCulloch, means son of Culloch, which is weird because I've never met anyone called Culloch. And another thing, my grandfather was called McCulloch, so my father should have been called Mick McCulloch, and I should be Mick McCulloch, and my grandson should be Mick McCulloch. And you know, if you said that too many times, mean people like Bluebeard would give you a nickname like Stottermoo. Well, that's true, but that's why you should go through life with Wally standing on your shoulder to keep you safe. Take Bluebeard, for example. He's one of Wally's evilest, most scary enemies. He can breathe poisonous gas on you, or he can scorch you with flames like a wee Scottish dragon. But Wally's not scared of him. As Wally says, he may be big and strong, but he doesn't have the brains of a donkey's backside. You don't learn much being stuck in a coal mine for centuries. Reason number 14. Some of the evil golems are even worse than Bluebeard. Several of them, in fact. But since I promised I would stop after I'd given you 14 reasons why you won't like the Wally stories, I'll just tell you about one more. I could tell you about Desperandum, who can spit acid on you to burn your skin, but even he's not the worst. Just wait till you meet Varidu, the Bog Witch of Callanish. You'll need to spend at least an extra hour on your origami flower arrangements after you meet Varidu, just to settle your nerves. Cheerio for now.